In a tragic turn of circumstances, Jessa Duggar and her husband Ben Seawald are dealing with an unthinkable tragedy that has rocked the Duggar family to its foundation, leaving Ben utterly broken and fans in disbelief. How is Jessa handling the grief of losing her child? And what actually transpired? Heartbreaking news has been revealed by former Counting On actress Jessa Duggar and her husband Ben Seawald with their fans. They made the heartbreaking, gut-wrenching choice to bury their infant son Benny forever after he got really sick. Spurgeon, Henry, Ivy, Fern, and George are the couple's 5 young children. They are well known for embracing both the happy and challenging times of family life. However, the family is deeply saddened by this most recent catastrophe, which has horrified followers. Since the loss, Ben has refused to see anyone and has become emotionally shut down. According to updates posted on personal channels, Jessa has shown a great deal of worry for her husband's loss and health during this silent yet terrible period. The baby's condition has not been made public, but the family's choice shows their love and thoughtfulness. Many members of their community and followers have come together in support of them, offering supportive messages and prayers. This has implications for the Duggar SeaWorld family, who are renowned for candidly sharing both happy and sad times with their viewers. Following 2 previous miscarriages and having 5 children since 2015, Jessa and Ben have frequently documented their family's experience in an honest manner on YouTube and social media. The couple is now facing a very personal period of grieving as a result of this fresh catastrophe. With their 5 children and other loved ones by their sides, many fans hope that Jessa and Ben can find healing and serenity. How can supporters demonstrate their support? Think about continuing to pray for them, posting encouraging comments on social media, or just being patient and respectful while they are alone. This family has experienced severe loss previously and demonstrated tenacity. Right now, your empathy could spell the difference. Jessa Duggar, a former star of Counting On, and her husband Ben Seawald have broken the news to their fans. When their infant child Benny got very sick, they took the heartbreaking, gut-wrenching decision to put him to rest forever. The pair has gained widespread acclaim for embracing both the happy and challenging times of family life. They currently have 5 small children: Spurgeon, Henry, Ivy, Fern, and George. This most recent tragedy has, however, stunned admirers and caused the family much grief. Since the loss, Ben has been refusing to see people and has become emotionally shut down, according to updates posted on personal channels. During this silent but tragic moment, Jessa has voiced her deep concern for her husband's loss and welfare. The couple's home has been described by those close to them as heartbreakingly quiet, with the once vibrant atmosphere muted by grief. While specifics regarding the infant's condition have not been, the family's well-publicized choice is the result of much thought and affection. The pair had to make a choice that no parent ever wants to make after going through the pleasures and difficulties of parenthood in front of a large audience. The condition rapidly worsened, leaving the parents shocked and emotionally unprepared. As family friends have discreetly revealed, Ben, who is frequently viewed as the more reserved and reflective character in the couple's shared story, has been especially affected by the loss. References: according to some close to the family, he has emotionally withdrawn, hardly talking to pals and declining to answer the phone or even see extended family. Despite her own intense grief, Jessa has stepped up to keep the family together by taking care of their 5 kids and assisting them in developing age-appropriate coping mechanisms for the loss of their younger brother. The couple has previously experienced the anguish of losing a child. Jessa has previously experienced 2 miscarriages, which she has freely discussed on her YouTube channel, social media, and the channel. Many followers, particularly those who have experienced comparable tragedy, have come to admire her for her fortitude and transparency. However, this most recent tragedy is the first to involve a newly born child who has been accepted into the family. The community's support has been tremendous. Fans, friends, and other members of the Duggar extended family have flooded in with cards, flowers, prayer chains, and messages. Their religious community has offered consolation to the couple as well, with church members and pastors providing spiritual and emotional support at this difficult time. The bond that many fans have with the SeaWorld family is what makes this scenario particularly hard for them. Jessa and Ben have kept an honest and open relationship with their audience ever since their early romance and wedding were broadcast on 19 Kids and Counting and later on. Their YouTube channel, which is now a popular place to find family updates, has let fans see the couple and the SeaWorld kids grow up, manage family life, parenting, and spirituality together. Jessa has frequently discussed the highs and lows of parenthood in their videos. She hasn't held back when talking about spiritual problems, parenting exhaustion, or postpartum difficulties. Jessa's readiness to depict the messy, the terrible, and the sacred aspects of real life has forged an authentic connection with viewers in a society where influencers frequently cure at perfection. This most recent lust strengthens the connection and invites a time of mutual introspection and grief. The sorrow goes beyond the boundaries of the family. The sorrow has spread throughout the larger Duggar family, which is renowned for its size and close-knit relationships. Jim Bob Duggar, Jess's and Michelle. According to reports, parents have been in close communication, providing care and support. Jill Dill and other siblings who have had a complex relationship with the Duggar inheritance have also made contact. The event also raises more significant issues for many followers regarding faith, pain, and recovery. The Duggar clan has been linked to a very visible Christian religion that places a strong emphasis on God's purpose for everything. In times like these, this idea is both a source of solace and hardship for Jessa and Ben. Jessa has discussed grappling with concerns such as, why would God tolerate this? And what should we do next? Supporters and admirers are welcomed into an environment of empathy rather than conjecture, as the family works through these issues once more. The pair is taking some time off and has requested prayers and privacy off social media in order to grieve and deal with the hurt. Since the announcement, they have stopped posting on their YouTube channel, which reflects the quietness that sadness has brought into their life. It's unclear what this will imply for the SeaWorld family in the future. Is Jessa going to start vlogging again? Will Ben share details of his grieving process? Or will this mark a change in their public lifestyle choices? Nobody can currently answer these questions, and maybe they shouldn't. What? It's easy for fans and followers to do. Make room. Make room for a mother who had to bid her child farewell. Make room for a parent whose heart is so broken that words cannot express it. And make room for 5 siblings who are attempting to figure out the whereabouts of their younger sibling. Grief is never neat, especially when it is public. It doesn't have a plot or a finish date. Jessa, Ben, and 4. This is a time for introspection and loss. Additionally, it is a moment for grace and compassion. Their narrative has been followed by millions of people in the days ahead. Their supporters will probably still sympathize with them, offer consolation, and express hope for recovery. The SeaWorld family, which now consists of 7 members on Earth and 1 in heaven, will never be the same. That much is clear. They move forward while clinging to their faith, their families, and one another, even if they may not know what is ahead. Jessa Duggar SeaWorld, who is well known to millions of people thanks to the popular reality shows 19 Kids and Counting On, is once again the talk of social media. However, it wasn't because of the Duggar dress code or a contentious family ideology at the time. It has to do with her disorganized home. The 24-year-old mother of 2 young children under 2 years old posted a number of unposed images on Facebook that depicted the everyday chaos in her home. Critics immediately seized on the pictures, which featured toys scattered on the floor, dishes piled in the sink, furniture covered in laundry, and bags of filthy diapers. Some admirers, however, thought the post was a welcome change. Others were quick to accuse her of negligence and declare her living situation dangerous in an overly filtered digital world. Within hours, social media sites were flooded with vitriol, accusing Jessa of exposing her kids to dangerous situations. However, when Jessa intervened again to make her goals clear and silence the critics, things swiftly changed. Jess never intended to stir up trouble with her initial image, which included a sincere caption. It was intended to reveal the reality of raising a child in the trenches. We all try to put our best foot forward, and are most comfortable uploading our highlight reel for people to view on social media, she wrote with the pictures. I had this thinking the other day when creating my house cleaning to-do list. I could have waited a full day before sharing pictures of everything looking lovely and newly cleaned. People would undoubtedly find nothing wrong with that, but many could blame themselves. There was no reason why I did that. The truth. Our dye pail is currently out of commission, and I'm awaiting a replacement, she said, describing particular aspects of the images, such as the diapers. I had them bagged up and out of the house before the best of them were even posted, even if they did smell. Her candor generated a flurry of responses, most of them nice but some critical. After she posted her clarification, other mothers' parenting support flooded in within a day. Influencers, bloggers, and regular admirers who valued her unvarnished honesty. The comment area changed from a place of criticism to a place of solidarity. I appreciate your honesty. This is what motherhood looks like, one reviewer said. Pinterest isn't always flawless. I felt like a failure today because I couldn't keep up with my toddler and dishes, another person commented. I just felt seen by you. Experts in parenting also offered their opinions, complimenting Jessa on her openness. Dr. Emily Lewis on Instagram, a child development professional wrote, "A messy home does not equal a neglectful parent." Jessa's post serves as a potent reminder that sometimes letting go of perfection is necessary in order to love your kids. Jessa's story brings to light an increasingly prevalent issue that many mothers who live entirely or in part in the spotlight must deal with: the tremendous pressure to keep up a perfect appearance. Any departure from the ideal, whether it be clutter, fatigue, or even honesty, is unacceptable in this era of comparison driven by carefully manicured social media feeds. Can provoke criticism. For the most of her life, Jessa has had to cope with public criticism as a member of the Duggar family. Every stage of her life, from her courtship and marriage to Ben Seawald to each of her pregnancy announcements, has been chronicled, examined, and debated by millions of people. However, the most recent circumstance feels different. It had nothing to do with family laws or religious convictions. There was a common theme to it. Mothers are held to unreasonable standards. Jessa's readiness to accept vulnerability despite. Many parents are experiencing a period of collective exile as a result of criticism. By doing this, she served as a reminder that having perfect imperfections isn't what makes a good mother. It all comes down to love, patience, and presence. By sharing parenting advice, homeschooling, routines, religious talks, and family updates on her YouTube channel and social media accounts, Jessa has developed a devoted following over the years. In addition to her television viewership, her methodical, faith-based, and sensitive parenting style has struck a chord with some young mothers who perceive her as realistic and approachable. She has been candid about dealing with miscarriages, postpartum depression, and the emotional strain of parenting several little children. In a recent YouTube video, Jessa shared her strategies for food preparation while having toddlers underfoot, and gave support to mothers who are feeling overwhelmed. Not having everything fully together is acceptable. We consider it a victory when the children eat cereal for supper on certain days. Grace is important for more than just our children, but also for ourselves. Because of these messages, Jessa is now not only a well-known figure, but also a sane voice in the cacophonous, judgmental realm of online parenting. A larger cultural conversation about parenthood and mental strain is also reflected in the online response to Jessa's pictures. Mothers nowadays are more stressed than ever before, according to studies, juggling social, familial, and professional obligations while getting little in the way of direct assistance. Instagram mothers who have immaculate homes and happy kids can occasionally give the impression that they are at ease. People were reminded by Jessa's message that real life is messy, uncertain, and frequently overwhelming. Sociologist Dr. Ava Daniels wrote in a 2023 piece for Parents magazine that mothers, especially young ones, often feel judged from every angle. The myth of ideal motherhood is demolished by posts like Jessa's, which also paved the way for more constructive and encouraging dialogue. Jessa has not allowed the criticism to change her after the issue and has kept sharing family updates. Approach. She seemed to be more dedicated to sincerity, if anything. With hashtags like #RealMomLife and #UnfilteredParenthood trending on several platforms, her narrative has also inspired other mothers to share their filthy home images. As a result, A movement has arisen where genuine connection, rather than perfection, is the aim. A lot more people were impacted by Jessa's bravery in posting something vulnerable and sticking with it than by a few hurtful remarks. It created an area where mothers feel comfortable displaying life's less glamorous aspects. Jessa Duggar is only 24 years old, yet she has already learned things about parenthood that many people take a lifetime to process. That perfection is a myth, that love isn't quantified by chore charts, and that sometimes being authentic is the most radical thing a mother can do.